Have y'all ever heard of Keith Lee? He's an influencer, a TikTok influencer whose videos have gone viral on the internet for his restaurant reviews. He goes around the country, finds these hidden gems in these major cities that many people might not know about. And he does food reviews. A foodie, y'all. It's my kind of person. I'm a foodie myself, so I can relate. But Keith Lee, a native Detroiter, came to the Bay Area. And y'all know these is my stomping grounds. I was born and raised in the Bay. But he came to the Bay to do reviews of restaurants and found the situation so dire, so dangerous, that he had to leave early. He got up out of Dodge and was like, nah, this ain't for me. I can't do these reviews. It's too dangerous here. There's drugs in the streets. There's homeless people everywhere. I can't take it. Y'all, this is a result of local politicians who have neglected the citizenry, who have taken your tax dollars and just punked them off. Because specifically in the city of San Francisco, we saw that weeks ago when Chinese President Xi Jinping came to the city, they were able to clean things up, fence things off, got it together for President Xi. But not for the citizens, not for the taxpayers of the city. And let me tell you this. My favorite Mexican restaurant is in the city of San Francisco. Shout out to La Taqueria at 25th and Mission. I wish I had a carne asada burrito right now. But I ain't been there in years because the state of the city is in such disarray. Let's take a look at what Keith Lee found when he came to the Bay Area, y'all. It ran him up out of town so fast. I don't blame you, bruh. I don't blame you. Let's check this out, y'all.
Unfortunately, the Bay Area stop on the Keith Lee and family food tour is officially over prematurely, and we're gonna get straight into it. Let's talk about it. There are a few reasons why, as a family, we decided to end the food tour short. But before I get to that, I truly want to say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate every single bit of love. The people of the Bay were absolutely amazing, and I'll never forget the hospitality and the love that y'all showed me. Reason number one, I truly don't believe the Bay is a place for tourists right now, and that's what I was, a tourist. The people in the Bay are just focused on surviving. That's the business owners, the locals. The amount of tents and living structures and burnt up cars that we saw people living in was shocking to say the least. Before we went, people was comparing it to Gotham City. Now, I might not agree, but I understand where it's coming from. But I can't harp on it enough that the people are amazing. It's just an environment. And as an outsider, I wish the city would step in. I don't know if they have. I don't know if they've been trying. But just from the outside looking in, it don't seem like it was much city interference. Reason number two, and this is in no particular order. We went to a lot of restaurants. Popular restaurants, not popular restaurants, mom and pop shops. And this is the first city where I have over 6 videos that I don't feel comfortable with posting because nothing about my experience was constructive and nothing that I said was constructive. I've always been big on honesty. I've always been big on transparency, but I've never been big on completely tearing down anybody. And I feel like those 6 videos only doing that. And I've always said, I'm absolutely blessed to do this, but it does take a lot of money. It does take a lot of resources to do. At the moment, everything comes out of pocket. So when we had that many restaurants that we couldn't do anything with, that was just another deciding factor. Number 3, and probably the most important, I had to go to the hospital because I had an allergic reaction to one of the meals I had. This restaurant in particular cooked a plethora of meats, including shellfish. My family specifically asked if they cooked it on the same grill. They said yes, but they would clean it. The second I ate it, I blew up like a balloon. I had to get some steroids and some allergy medicine and it cleared right up. But it was a health concern nonetheless, and that was another reason why we decided to go home. I also think the Bay wasn't the target audience for what it is that we do. 90% of restaurants that the locals said had great food was already booming. And the people from the Bay are a loyal community. So if your food is good, the line gonna be out the door already. And then again, we went to some of those restaurants and I wasn't a huge fan. And even if I did like all of the food at the busy spots, that's never been my MO to just go to busy spots. So those are the reasons why we decided to cut it short. But nonetheless, some amazing things did happen while we were there. Chef Greens was one of the restaurants that I went to, and he had a news segment the day after we left. God is amazing. Mama T's also joined that category with a news segment the day after we left. God is amazing. And one of the places that we went that I didn't get a chance to post was a highlight of our trip. The name of it was Luxurious Cuisines. Customer service was absolutely amazing. And the food wasn't too far off of that. We went in as a family and we left for a $2,000 tip. So the trip itself wasn't all in vain. And again, I appreciate every single person that I met. I want to stress, it is not normal for us to go to restaurants, not like it, and not post it. Any other time we ran into the situation, I've always had some kind of constructiveness to say. This was just different. And again, I'm always going to be transparent. I'm always going to be honest. Thank you again to everybody in the Bay Area. We'll be headed to the next spot soon. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe.
There you have it, y'all. Keith Lee came to the Bay Area to do a food tour. Had to leave early because the situation was so bad. I'm a native of the Bay. Look, people ask me all the time about this red beanie. Let me tell you something. This red beanie came from the swap meet, Durant Square, off of East 14th. I know y'all call it International Boulevard right now, but I still call it East 14th. Swap meet. This beanie about 20 years old. A lot of y'all got kids that ain't old as this beanie right here. But I'm a Bay Area born and bred guy. I understand, and it hurts my heart to see what's going on in these Bay Area cities, from Oakland to San Leandro to Alameda to Richmond to San Francisco. I understand, y'all. And here we had a visitor to the area who was so repelled that he didn't even post his reviews of the restaurants that he found, even the ones that he enjoyed. And I love this dude and his content. He posts on TikTok, which is where he goes viral, a lot like Dame Drops here on YouTube. Shout out to Dame Drops. But this man has such a bad experience that he didn't even share it. And I love this dude because he finds little hole in the ground spots that's doing good work. And he leaves thousands of dollars in tips. He told you in this one video, he left a $2,000 tip. Y'all, do you understand what that means to a small business in California? In the Bay Area? That $2,000 tip might be the equivalent of what you make in a day. And I hear y'all. I understand you say, well, $2,000 a day in profit is good money. Well, not when you have to deal with the taxes and regulations that you have to fight with in this Bay Area. So shout out to this brother Keith Lee for trying to do a good work. But coming to the Bay Area and seeing that the situation is so bad, bro, I'm gonna cut my cameras off and get up out of Dodge. This ain't it. This ain't it. Bro, I gotta get up out of here. Shout out to Keith Lee. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. You're doing good work, shining a light on a lot of businesses that people might not know about. And when he gives a positive review, a lot of these businesses bubble over with clientele because he's putting a word out in these internet streets of where the good food is. And I'm a foodie myself. That's why I step on the scale and I'm 245 pounds. Down from 267 though. Y'all give me a shout out in the comments because I'm doing well. I'd like to get to 220 where I was in grad school. But I like food so much and I eat so much. It's problematic for me in my life. But shout out to Keith Lee for coming to the Bay and at least trying. But bro, it's bad out here for certain folks. A lot of folks ain't trying to do the work. A lot of folks ain't trying to get out here and hustle and grind. It's bad. I feel for the cities. Oakland looked like a burnt match. You know what? Let me do this. I will close this video by giving y'all a montage of what Oakland looks like. Same place I bought this beanie 20 years ago. Let's look at Oakland, y'all, as we ride this thing out. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.
guys got the weapon. No one got the weapon. You got the weapon. We don't want you. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
All that for us to fucking unhandle us improperly.
Man, look at this madness on my way to the early morning gym workout. Look at this madness. Look at that. That is somebody's car on somebody's front porch of their apartment complex. And then we got, man, look. Man, look. Man. Happy New Year, East Oakland style. Yee.
Oh, you better stay over there.
Bruh, what the fuck? These niggas acting a fucking fool, bud.
You know, and they just put this store right here. They just put this store right here, and it's so bad because it's right next to the entrance right here.
That's crazy.
A restaurant owner dazed but okay after he was chased by several cars, rammed, robbed of his gun, and shot at on Lakeshore Avenue near Oakland's Lake Merritt. It all began at about 6:30 Friday morning. The victim was in his Honda Accord, parked outside his restaurant at International Plaza at 9th and International in Little Saigon. The strip mall has been targeted in the past by burglars.
Scared and frustrated.
I spoke to the victim's wife, who did not want to be identified.
He noticed that there's 4 cars driving in, so he drove off.
But the cars then chased him for about a mile. Surveillance video shows the victim's Honda being chased by a Dodge Charger, a Cadillac, and a Jeep Trackhawk on Lakeshore. One of the cars rammed him, and he ended up crashing into a light pole and flipping over right outside Our Lady of Lourdes Church. But it wasn't over. He was surrounded and found himself face to face with what looked like an AK-47.
They pointed a gun at him. They took his gun and money. It's a small handgun to protect himself.
This man was fighting for his life for like 5-10 minutes like literally thinking, I'm gonna die. There's people chasing me, I'm gonna die.
Breaking news videographer Angela Barron was walking her dog when she saw the chase and came across the crash. She said it reminded her of a police ramming tactic.
Like they were trying to execute a pit maneuver like the police do.
Barron says she was on hold with 911. So was the victim.
Oakland, California, donde la vida no vale nada, donde la ciudad nos tiene abandonados.
Wow, dude.
Oh shit, here they come. Watch out, you guys, watch out. Oh shit.